Ooh. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Onlyfigs. It is good to be back, and I am your host, Mr. Modern Toy Fair, and I'm joined by the founder of the Neca TMNT, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator of pre-orders, the perfect person, my YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toy Fair, Jamar_Games. But that's not all. I'm also joined by the man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over. The man that is known as Bearded Spice. The man who Optimus Prime popped and he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the master of Max, the pump chump of taking the show off the rails. Nate. How's everyone doing?
The man.
It's been a while.
Welcome, Mrs. Modern Toy Fair.
Oh, no. I just thought about other things that I have.
Oh,
go ahead.
Do you need to go and leave and come back? Jesus Christ.
Let's redo the show.
I give these guys 5-minute head start to not to mention, they could bring it before we record and still forgetting things.
I can't honestly tell you. We haven't done one since last year, right?
Yeah, we haven't done one since like December 13th. So whatever you've bought in the past month.
So I may have shown this. I don't know. I
guess we'll find out.
If anyone's watched the top 10 videos, you would know that I can't remember what I purchased.
Accurate.
Right, Nate?
This is correct.
I think I purchased this. I don't know.
Oh, man. So real quick with some of the chat, because we actually have a handful of people watching right away.
They are just excited to see us back.
They are. I mean, I'm excited to be back. I've missed this more than the podcast. We've got Boogeyman 13, howdy folks. We've got Trippin' Ninja, howdy. We've got Fig Fan Samurai, first live of 2024. What's up, boys? How's everyone doing?
Woo!
So,
forgetful. That's all.
Yes, as always. I do want to do some real quick housekeeping though, because I want to update everybody. So the last episode we did was our 10K celebration. The prints have been printed. They are made. I need to find time to meet up with these two so we can sign them all, so then I can mail them out. Also, half the people have not reached out to me to get me their addresses to ship them. So originally I was waiting because I was like, I'm going to wait until I get everybody's information, then do it. But I was like, it's taking too long. So I guess I'll just mail them out to those who did. And anyone else is just going to never get it unless they reach out to me. So if you're watching this and you want to print last time, reach out to me with your address, Instagram, Twitter. You could comment on here.
YouTube.
Well, I wouldn't comment your address on here. That gets sketchy. You can email us, moderntoyfair@gmail.com.
Totally do that.
All sorts of options. So get a hold of us. And as far as Boogeyman, your diorama is packed up. I have the shipping label made. It is going out tomorrow. I just could not find a box that was not either stupid big or too small because it's like that weird size.
I hear that.
So yeah, I just wanted to give a quick update on the 10K thing since it's been a month since we've been on here. We've got some more activity here in the chat. Rob, are you excited? Hell yeah, we are. Boogeyman, I've been waiting here since last week. That's me. I mean, technically, I'm at my desk almost every day, so I was too. Yeah, for anyone who didn't see the post last week, we had to cancel last minute because my old webcam just decided abruptly to not work. So we sat here for 2 hours while I fiddled with it until it finally gave up, and then I had to get a new one.
And he was also working on the camera, just so you know, because we were watching you fiddle with
it. Yeah, you watched me fiddle. Yeah, you watched me.
But then you worked on the camera.
Yeah, which is why it took 2 hours because I wasn't really like paying attention and like.
It got all weird when I told you about which way I wanted you to fiddle with it.
Yeah.
It's
like it doesn't go that way, Nate. Yeah,
I'm not. You did go 2 hours, so
I'm not a cam model. You can't just like throw some tips at me and tell me what to do.
Whatever.
Spider fan, hey guys, how's it going, man? Rob, it doesn't seem like it. I need more proof. I don't know if I could get more excited. I'm not a very excitable person, I guess. That's more.
Unless you're feuding.
Yes, unless I'm feuding. Spider fan, I got Marvel Legends Dock Ock last week. Great figure. Actually, I forgot to send you my address. Sorry. Yeah, man. Again, Instagram or Twitter. Slide in the DMs at Modern Toy Fair or email at moderntoyfair@gmail.com. Boogeyman, woo! My monster turtles are eagerly waiting. Yeah, it should, once I get it out tomorrow, it's coming, I think, UPS, so it should be 3 days, I think it said. So, fingers crossed. It will be a big box, so I'll make sure to send you the tracking so you can keep an eye on it. Congrats on the 10K from Trippin' Ninja. Thanks, man. Fake Fan Samurai, I've been checking my mail every day for the prints, so now I can stop. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, I was waiting for everyone to get the information to us, and they didn't, and now I got them printed, and I just have to meet up with everybody so that we can sign them. Rob again. Did you find any? Ken? No, I have not yet. I keep trying. I'm going out again Friday because I have the day off. So fingers crossed I'm going to be up north at my girlfriend's. So hopefully I can check some places up there that I normally won't get check. What's we got? I can... what's that say? Duong Ton TV? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. We've got a bunch of the fancy, like, lines through some of the things that are supposed to have different sounds that I don't understand because I can barely speak my native language. He says hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving. I'm assuming those are supposed to be emojis that just didn't come through. But hey, how's it going?
It's just especially funny because I'm reading the chat right now.
So you know what
I'm like watching you struggle with the fact that it's 3 pink hands waving.
Well, it didn't come through on my end. Like with restream, it just says it's colon hand dash pink dash waving colon. So it came through like you're like manually typing it into a forum for some reason. So I'm just like, okay. Big Choice Collectibles. What's up, fellas? How's it going, man? Mr. EO finally back here for a live stream. What's up, man?
Woo!
Storms Elite. Did you all pick up the Mezco Spider-Man? No, and boy, do I have some opinions on that. Mr. EO laughing at me and my poor attempt at reading. Anyway, let's do some numbers games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What you got for us, Nate?
All right. So I want to provide a little context before we head into it. This is another movie money maker. So because they're easy.
I don't know about that.
We've been doing this for a while. Well, they're easy to come up with, but I want to provide some context because in the year 1995, Batman Forever had a total North American gross of $184 million. 2 short years later, Batman and Robin was released. What was its North American gross?
Are we not getting a range?
In millions.
In millions.
No.
Well,
yeah, I say let's do it without
2024. We're breaking the habits here. Okay, so can I ask again? What was Batman Forever's? It was 194.
184.
184. Okay.
Yep.
That was the. Oh no, that's not the one. Okay. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot a number. That would have been extremely low.
You were like $5, Bob.
It's actually what is $5, Bob?
No, that's Jeopardy.
I know. Oh, well, can I get that without breaking everything? I did it.
You did it?
Yeah, now my chair is stuck on the carpet. Okay, there we go.
I got bored waiting for you, so I doodled on mine, and I don't know if it's gonna be okay.
It depends on what you doodle. All right.
I mean, they're all themed to the movie. All right, is everybody ready?
All right. Yes.
3, 2, 1.
200 and
Opposite
Michael,
ends
you
of-
said
140.
ooh,
Yes.
107.
Damn.
I made the O a nipple, because bat nipples.
Yes, that is
Oh.
Because I'm a
That
child.
is good. Yes.
So,
Okay.
with us not being here for a month, boy oh boy, between Christmas, Amazon gift cards from Christmas, and the absolute just raw dogging that Big Bad Toy Store did to me the last week and a half of December.
Oh, I got that too.
Yeah, like I'm just like, all of a sudden my PayPal balance just kept fucking diminishing and diminishing. Like, pre-order. I'm just like, I can't even fucking cancel these fast enough because they're just like, it arrived, payment. And I'm like, fuck. So, where do I want to start? Let's start with the most controversial item, because this one will hopefully settle some beef from
Shit, you got the Super 7 turtle van.
I can't afford that. No, this will settle some beef from my list, not Jamar's. So, I don't know.
Is it beef?
I mean, it feels like it's at least chicken. So, I, for Christmas, got the Figure Obscura retail edition Headless Horseman that was on my list that Nate was so very upset with me about, because at the time I did not own it. I didn't want to spoil things, but I knew it was on the way during the recording of the episode, and I'd seen
Still
it
doesn't
already.
change my opinion.
I mean, I
Wait,
saw
it
it
was a Christmas gift, so how did you know?
because I asked for it.
Okay, fair enough. I guess Santa does.
You
do
always
some
get what
amazing
you
things.
ask for?
From certain people, yes. I've been told I'm a very hard person to buy for, because I just buy everything I want, because if I don't, it'll be super expensive if I wait for other people to buy it for me.
That's true.
But yes, so I that was already on the way. I just didn't want to, spoil it, and I also had seen it in person, so I feel like it was fine. But anyway, it's a great figure. The only complaint I have, because it's my first like Mythic Legions 4 Horsemen-esque figure, and I wish they came with stands. Because if you want to pose the horse dynamically, there's no, like, I'm right now using a Mafex stand that I had to tighten as tight as I could to get it to support the weight of it. But it, it's not easy. Mr. EO's a little bit behind. He said, bat nipples, no. After that, let's get some, actually, no, let's do my one random clearance find that I impulse bought. So, if you watch the toy hunt videos, I think you may already know. I don't know if this made it into the video or not, because I ended up finding it like back in a different section. But they did all their clearance like the last couple weeks, and I broke down just because I figured it'd be fun to have him fight the Tom Holland Spider-Man. But I bought the MCU Kingpin.
Nice.
I figured it's $7, not bad, especially considering like he's definitely not tall enough. Like, he should be at least a half-inch taller than he is. Like, it's like Tom Holland Spider-Man. If I knew where I sat him, he's like right here, and Tom Holland is not a tall fella. So like, I feel like if I put anyone else, they're gonna be like at eye level with him. And especially like in the Hawkeye TV series, they made him seem a lot more bigger and imposing than he was in the Netflix Daredevil show. So that was a little disappointing, but $7, I don't feel bad. After that, my best friend Carl, who probably is falling asleep as he's watching this, went and actually showed that he watches the toy hunt videos every week, because for Christmas he got me two things that I regularly in the videos would say, once that goes on clearance, I'm buying it. So now I don't have the opportunity to buy them on clearance because he bought them for me already. The first one is the new Transformers Armada Megatron. And you might be asking, why would you want that? You don't talk about Transformers ever. Growing up, Armada was my Transformers. And this Megatron was probably my favorite Transformers figure I had. So while I still liked the original one better just because it had a little more to it, I really enjoy having this. Like, it's just this kind of a... I don't get nostalgic about a lot of things, but it's kind of a nice little nostalgia grab. Then he also got me another thing that I kept saying I was going to buy, and that is the Micro Galaxy Squadron AT-AT. because this is my favorite Star Wars ship, and I didn't even know this did this at first because I don't read, but it like makes sounds.
Prepare to target the main generator.
Like, on top of that, you can lift open the canopy here and put dudes in it. The side opens up and you can like put like 50 dudes in it. And of course, it only comes with 5, so I'm just like, I need more dudes. So now it's like opened a can of worms where I'm like, do I need to buy more? But yeah, so big thank you to him for that, because I was super excited to get those. Next up, one of the lovely pre-orders that came through was, calm down, the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2, which is definitely No Way Home based on the costume, but Dock Ock. And this figure...
Is his box listed as Spider-Man 2?
Yes.
Okay.
He is listed as Spider-Man 2 for legal reasons, but it's 100%. Like, if you go back and look at screenshots from the movie, he was not wearing a turtleneck. So yeah, this is definitely from No Way Home. They just kind of kayfabed it to get it made. It's really impressive. Like, they definitely fixed the issue that the last bendy arm Dock Ock had, which is they're actually like in his back. Like, you can't take these out. And they're so thick that they're a little more stiff to bend, which is a pain to pose them. But once you do it, like, he can hold Spider-Man up. Like, shit, let me find him. Where is he? Oh, no. Oh, I'm not going to be showing that off. Here's Spider. So, like, he can actually properly hold it, and, like, it doesn't droop. Like, it's got some heft to it, which is nice.
It's interesting because I saw the Green Goblin in stores once, and I have yet to see Dock Ock, and I tend to wonder if this is going to be some of the Hasbro stuff that we don't see a lot of.
Like they're not overdoing it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's possible, but at the same time, I feel like the e-retailers are probably going to still have a bunch, because Goblin's still in stock on maybe a toy store. Dock Ock seems to be a little harder to find in general, because Big Bad Toys are sold out. Amazon was sold out until today. They listed more, I don't know about Entertainment Earth, so he seems like he's going to be the harder one to get. More stuff from Big Bad Toy Store. Last minute, they sent over the TMNT Last Ronin Raphael, which, God, I can't wait for more of these. Like, this is going to be like the line this year that I'm going to be excited for most. They did a fantastic job. And I also can't wait to play with it more and take some pictures, because I just haven't had time, because I've gotten so much fucking shit and I've been so busy with everything that's been going on. I think that's the end of the Christmas stuff. Well, I guess technically that wasn't Christmas, that was pre-order. But yeah, after that, while on toy hunting, I did find the NECA Creature of the Black Lagoon Leonardo, which I still stand by. Like, I was worried about it when I was looking at the photos, because they turned the saturation up so much that his lips looked super pink. Like, I was afraid he was going to look like he had lipstick. But it's actually pretty muted, and it looks really good. Like, I'm really impressed. I am. So he comes with a baggie of hooks that go around his little necklace there. And, of course, I put them all on there. And then he immediately fell off the shelf, and now I have to dig them all out of the carpet. So that's fun.
My question is, where did you find it? And when? Because I don't remember. I don't pay attention to either of our chats, if you haven't noticed.
They've been popping up at Targets.
Yeah, I just have been. I haven't seen it, like any like.
I am
or anything like that.
Curious if you guys are at all. Are you guys even interested in the Last Ronin Karai?
No.
Okay, because I've seen her a few times. That's going to be a tough one, because like it's a small figure for what they're asking for it. I mean, it's regular like $35.99, and it doesn't come with a lot, and she's not very big. And I was just kind of like,
Also, it's Karai. It's
like, I've only given a crap about Karai in the 2012 series.
Facts.
Speaking the truth.
Yep.
Yeah,
because don't get me wrong, it's a great piece to go with Raph, because like that's his final fight, and stuff.
Yeah.
But I also don't care. Like, it's
Yeah.
not, like, and the figure looks okay.
Yeah.
Because they did a great job of matching the artwork, but the problem with the artwork is she looks real weird in it.
She just looks like a weird Electra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wasn't a fan. Shit. So we got that. After that, we get more into my Amazon shopping spree because I got a bunch of Amazon gift cards for Christmas. So I picked up the J Toys Mega Man, which if you watch the reviews and stuff, you've already seen that I have this, and it's awesome.
Looks great. I have one on order at Big Bad Toy Store. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, fantastic. Like, it's Jada, so I'm not surprised. It's great, but it's awesome. I also picked up because they put it on Amazon, and granted, right now he's got some shit on him that doesn't come with him. But
I gotta interrupt you for a second. Like, a year ago, I don't think you would have been able to get away with that statement.
Oh, that it's Jada.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Like, at the time, like, Jada was like, they just made those.
Yeah, they made the die cast.
Figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like right now being like, in a year from now, we're gonna be like, well, yeah. I mean, it's Spin Master. They don't do any wrong.
But yeah, so granted, he's got some Tamashii effects on him right now, but I also picked up the Player 2 Ryu. And cool. Yeah, if you saw the comparison video I did of this, one, you saw how controversial it was, and two, it's fucking incredible. And they've even somehow improved on the figure from the original one, even with like the articulation being a lot smoother. But yeah, that's another thing I got is the Tamashii Nation's fire effects that they re-released. So like comes with all these like cool pieces.
Ken doesn't have fire effects, all right?
No, he comes with his own Hadoken effect though.
Yeah, I was just
I mean,
like,
he didn't come with
trying
those.
To save you from more controversy.
Well, he didn't come with these fire effects either. I added them to him because I was playing with him, and I just got the Tamashii effects.
That's what I said. I said, Ken doesn't have fire effects.
Okay. I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, I think the last things I have, I've got 4 more things. 3 of them are I used.
Is this what it's like watching me like back in the day?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. This is what it's like. This is what happens when we go a month.
Shit, or get off the pot, God.
So I finished a handful of my custom G.I. Joe figures with some fodder I got from Amazon.
I forgot about you.
That's because it's been so long. The first one is my bazooka.
Nice. That's looking good.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like his name is Chet.
It is now. Yeah, so he's my favorite in the entire set that I've done. Like, I'm super happy with him.
Yeah, that's great.
I didn't do a whole lot to him, but I've got Roadblock. All I did.
No, he fits in with your
the aesthetic I'm going for.
Squad.
Yeah.
I switched out his pants, gave him the same ones that Bazooka has, and then I got him one of Grunt's vests and helmets. So
I'm surprised they fit.
These are gonna be like your okay.
No, what was that, Tramar?
I was like, these are gonna be like your bad guys, right?
I wouldn't say bad guys, but they'll be like the troop fodder for photos and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Mercenaries.
I'm just curious to see them all together. I feel like you have more fun putting them together than you are like gonna use them.
I am debating on it. I might have to fix Roadblock's legs because I don't know why, but the one hip, the ball joint is twisting instead of just working properly. And I'm afraid it's going to like rip off one day. So I'm either going to need to like pop it off and try to shave it down or just like switch out the pelvis or something. So I have to figure that one out. I also got, this one was from Ross. Oh, fuck, what's his name? I can't remember his name. What's the mustache guy from Down Under's name?
Well,
Recondo, yes. Yeah, so I got him and switched out his legs and gave him a vest and a helmet. And his helmet doesn't quite as well because his head's so tiny because it's supposed to fit a hat. But I made it work. And then the last thing I got, and I showed some fucking strength with this one. I don't know if this was in the toy hunt or not. It might have been the toy hunt this morning. If not, it's gonna be on Saturday. But anyway, I picked up one of the new Ghostbusters mystery minis because I saw it and I look at the side. I'm like, oh my god, these are fucking adorable. And I was like, I'll pick one up and open it live on the show. So for 2 days, it's been sitting on my desk, and I'm just like, I want to open it. I want to open it. So let's see what I got and see how disappointed I am. Let's see if I can figure out how to open this thing. There we go. Alright, well, the good news is I won't be completely disappointed because you can see it's green, so I at least got Slimer, so I'm happy about that. Okay, I got the cute little dopey Slimer.
Oh,
I'm happy with that. That
was like Paul Scheer.
Who?
He's a comedian.
Okay. Yeah. Damn, look at that fucking dog though. Jesus Christ, he's got a dump truck.
Yeah, Slimer, for whatever reason, recent toys have shown him just fucking
caked.
Yeah.
Slimer got a BBL.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
everyone wants to work on it, you know.
But yeah, like I was looking at him, and out of all the ones I wanted, like you'll see, if I can get on here, there's one where he's kind of like angry, one where he's eating a pizza, one where he's got his tongue out. You've got all the Stay Puft guys, and then the other side's the rest of them. You've got the happy one, him with a bunch of hot dogs, and him with a bag of Stay Puffs. I wanted either the dopey one or the angry one. So I'm pretty happy about that. The only other one I probably would have wanted is maybe the Stay Puft guy who's melted. It's like Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
Cool.
Alright, so before we move on to Jamar, we've got a shit ton to get through with the chat real quick. I'm going to try to bust through. Oh man, first and foremost...
Bust it, Michael. Bust it.
Jeff White, I hear NECA stands are great for Mythic Legion horses. Good to know. I'll have to check that out because I know they're pretty steady.
Like the round ones. If so, I've got a couple you can try out.
I think they're talking about the flight stands. I'd assume.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know if they have pegs in their feet.
Because those things are like big.
Yeah, they're hefty.
Weird. Yeah.
Jason, hi guys, how's it going, man? Mr. EO, not bad, plenty to go around. Oh boy. I escaped for months, but we're back.
Starting the year off right.
Eric the Meh. Hey, Nate. Miss seeing your glorious face. I'll try my best to catch every week. Michael, it's good to see that you still use your face to wipe the grease off your pizza.
Cheers, man.
Mr. EO, Micro Galaxy Squadron has some bangers. I bought the Razor Crest because I'm not going to get the Hasbro VC. That's fair. I want the Imperial Shuttle now. Like I've got the itch, and I'm like, I don't do it.
It's a glory. It looks like an incredible line. The only thing that has kept me away from it is that they don't come with any type of like stands.
That's fair.
Especially for the ships, because I'd want to like have them.
The old ones had stands, yeah.
And so that's because like I was pretty much planning on being in on them, and yeah, once I saw that they didn't have stands, that was my reason for not getting them. I'm not saying that people shouldn't get them. I'm just saying for me, that's what stopped me, and I'm thankful that it did, because that I don't need more.
That's super fair. I'm not gonna lie. Like my thing stopping me is that it doesn't feel like they all scale together. Like some of the
I feel like they do a pretty good job though, but
I feel like the Falcon is tiny.
Falcon is big.
Yeah.
Oh, like I'm thinking it's big compared to like the AT-AT.
See, I'm looking at it in comparison to the like Imperial Shuttle, because the Imperial Shuttle's like cockpit is like this big, and I feel like the Millennium Falcon's like that big, and I feel like there's more people in the cockpit of the Falcon.
But the shuttle is.
I don't know. I guess I need to like look up some schematics and verify.
I've got a book you can borrow, and I've got the old technical.
Oh,
thing
the guide.
Like you could pull them out, and it would actually show things in scale with each other. It's a pretty cool book, and it's from the '90s, so it doesn't have any prequel stuff in it, but it's all legit OG trilogy stuff. So and it's
which would be the only
canon.
Most of the stuff only I'd want would be from that anyway.
Right.
It'd be like the Falcon.
You probably
the shuttle.
would want a couple.
I might want some of the Jedi starfighters. I don't know if I'd want any of the clone ships. Maybe Grievous's ship, just because he's one of my favorite characters, but I hate his ship. It looks fucking dumb.
Ship.
I don't know. Anyway, where were we? Mr. EO, Dock Ock is on my list. He should be. I don't want that version of Leo, but I do want the turtle that comes with him. Oh, the little baby turtle. That's fair. Well, it's not a baby. It's like a full-grown turtle. Northern Nomad. What's up, Toy Fair suckers? How's it going, man? Mr. EO, great poses on Mega Man. Okay. I was like, what's what did I show? Thanks, man. If Spin Masters put out some heat, I'll be the first to say it. Fake Fan Samurai, that custom is definitely named Chet Tucker, to be exact.
Chet Tucker. Oh.
That's 100% canon now.
Tucker.
Chet Tucker.
I like that.
Mr. EO got your joke, Paul Shear.
Okay. Thankfully.
Spider Fan, Slimer, a Kardashian confirmed. Studio currently remaining my McFarlane Pattinson Batman head repainting. Okay, he corrected himself afterwards. I just can't see because my microphone stand. You're like, okay, that's cool. I dig it. I've seen some really good like repaints of that McFarlane head. Like, it's amazing. Like, the sculpts there, just the paint apps that they put on it. Shit.
Yeah.
Mr. EO, MGS scale is kinda in between, but yeah, no stands, made up my mind. Yeah, so it looks like you're not alone.
Yep.
I figured that stands don't get me just because I don't think I'd have room to have them all on stands, so like landing gear is fine. Plus, I mean, the main one that I wanted was, it doesn't really fly. So
well, yeah, that makes
that helped a lot with that decision.
Yes.
But it could.
I mean,
what if the legs floated in, and that would be cool.
You just chop off the legs and add some jet engines.
No, they like just float. It like goes down in like the camel pose of like when they're resting, and then the jets.
So this reminds me. The other night, I was trying to find some like cheap games on that like were multiplayer for me and my girlfriend to play together. And I got into like the real like page like 7 of Pornhub level of the PlayStation Store, where I was like finding stuff that like you're like, what the fuck is this? So $5 they have this mech builder game. And
page 7 is where you.
Okay, it starts to get weird pretty quick. Like, you don't have to get very far. Let's be honest. But anyway, so this mech builder game, one of the screenshots, because it's trying to like express like, oh, you can make essentially whatever you want. There was a fucking sedan with a missile launcher on the roof and like lady robot legs underneath it. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this game?
Like, you bought it?
No, I did not. But I'm just like, first off, why is there a sedan as a customizable piece in this mech builder game? Like, that was my biggest like thing. Not even like the weird legs or anything like that. Just the sedan part was what freaked me out. But that's what made me think of like trying to get the AT to fly.
It's Mech Builder USA. You think we're gonna have some fancy, cool parts? No,
we're gonna have a Ford Focus.
Making our mechs out of the fucking sedan.
Triple Ninja, didn't the GoBots have a AT knockoff that flew? That's a Nate question.
Yeah, it would be.
GoBot. I mean, the only thing I can think of with I don't know GoBots that well. There was some weird. Oh yes. No, was it a GoBots thing? Yeah, it was.
Oh man, this is a roller coaster.
Yes.
Was it GoBots or was it RoboForce? But he is correct. They are correct. I don't want to assume. Yeah, there's a weird AT-AT looking thing, but yeah, it folds up and you can open it up and it's like a base. But I wanted to say that was RoboForce, but maybe I'm wrong.
The more we know.
New Twisted Metal Gundam.
It's not RoboForce. No, it is GoBots. Okay. I'm going to find it and I'll show it because, yes, they are absolutely correct.
Well, Nate Googles that. Jamar, would you like to go?
I'll go. I'll try to not have mine as drawn out and as entertaining as yours, Michael.
I had a lot.
Joking.
I can't help it.
I'm joking. So I'll go with just stuff that I have. So this is one of my big items, guys. Get ready. It's real big.
Oh my god, it is just an ad. That's like an ad at Sedan is what that is.
Yeah.
It's like
Spaceballs.
2020. Yeah. I was gonna say it's like a Tesla ad. That's what it looks like.
Look at Tesla ad. Like, this bitch will fucking park itself in your Hoth garage.
I thought you were gonna say something else. So as you can see in frame here, I have a basketball. I have LeBron James, and that's so cool. Give you a full 360 here. Him doing his little slam.
That's awesome. You got the hoop and LeBron James.
That's
awesome.
Oh, that's right. You weren't part of that conversation, were you?
Friend of the show, Michael, also a friend of the show.
You forget his name?
CFP. No, I said CFP. Wait,
no, you fucked up. It's the BFC.
BFC. I suffer from dyslexia, and it has not been any correction for that. So sorry about that.
I love how BFC hooks you guys way more up than me. Like,
well, technically, he did hook up Michael, but he knew and still.
Yeah, Jamar doesn't even
Michael.
like talk to him. Literally, he texts me. He's like, "Hey, does Jamar need this?" And I'm like, "I don't. Maybe." Like, and then, like, that's my usual response. But with this, like, it was a that thing was $3 at fucking not Ollie's, Ross.
$3? I want one.
Well, they only had two, and he bought one for himself and one for Jamar. So, yeah.
Look at that LeBron. That's awesome. The other thing that's kind of a little bit of a bummer, but I guess it is what it is. I didn't notice this when like they first announced, anyways. But LeBron's rocking the number 6.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, is that a thing?
Yeah, when he like first went to LA, that was his number, and then he ended up switching it back to 23. But it's just kind of, I guess it's cool because it's Laker LeBron, and I'll always remember LeBron as number 6 at the Lakers because 23 really only counts in Cleveland.
So there, it worked out better anyway. How'd you get that LeBron, by the way? Did you find one at Marshall's finally?
Yeah, I did. Actually, no, I just had it from a long time ago from you, and it was so hard for you to meet me. It's very, very.
Oh yeah, Mr. Delayer of Shipments is mad that it took me a couple weeks to meet up with you.
I mean, if we go back in history, I don't know how long it was I delayed your shipment. I think it was less time.
It was months.
I don't know.
It was long enough that we made it a name on the show.
The label Sure.
Yeah, it was at least a month because the label expired.
Well, I mean, you should have did FedEx. Why would you do USPS?
Anyways. The labels expire either way after 30 days.
This here is a Christmas gift, but I have completed my 4 turtles of the IDW. So, Raph.
Very nice. You put the little ninja stars in his little
belt.
But
you have to use like blue tack because they just fall right out.
They don't stay in very well. That's why I didn't even put that on him because I was like, this is an annoyance. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, I was like, if I don't put it in there,
you'll throw it away.
Accessories will end up. So I got that, and then since I'm showing Raph, I'll show another Raph.
Ooh,
and then yes, I have your. You already showed it, but yeah, this is really awesome. I'm excited for more. Yeah, I'm excited for more. That's it. And since we're talking about turtles, because that's pretty much what I buy, I managed to find. Trying to do this. The turtle, Grayskull. I now have my first He-Man figures. Technically,
that's amazing. Congratulations!
Right? I'm a
You've
He-Man
just
collector.
Taken your first steps into a larger world.
I know it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm only a little bit bummed out with these because I would still like to find them again because like this card is like really like dinged up.
Yeah,
that's basically like it
looks like it was shipped from Walmart.
But this is
this
is the only time I saw Donnie. Yeah, I saw Donnie once.
I saw the deluxe Mouser trap jaw thing, but that's it. That's all I've seen.
Yeah, I've
seen that a lot. Man of Arms I've seen more frequently, but then well, yeah.
I saw that one Donnie that I showed you that was off card.
Yeah,
The car
I
is in a
saw
lot better
some
condition.
guy on YouTube's got Wave 2 already.
I saw that too. I was like, damn, they are not like pacing themselves. They're gonna blow their entire load.
Well, how though? If they're not,
they're apparently already starting to show up places.
But these haven't really shown up in places.
Right.
Wave 1. So, is it just because we live in,
No, it's a problem everywhere. Yeah, because we've gotten a handful of comments on the toy hunts also of people being like, they can't.
The crazy thing is, I feel like most of the stuff is not like that crazy. Nate, you'd have obviously significantly more, experience in that category. But I normally feel like I always see like Master of the Universe stuff, just like on the show.
Yeah.
So why is it so hard?
Always initially, they disappear, and then people bitch about distribution, and then the next thing you know, Ollie's has 700 of one character. It happens every time there's a wave 1 of any Masters of the Universe anything. So, like, I haven't been that speedy. Like, I haven't seen them, and I'm okay with that. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll find them eventually, just because I've never not seen early waves.
Yeah, I'm so torn because like I've got the Donnie collection that I've like started, and part of me is like,
have to do
I'm
it.
like, do I need it? And I keep like more and more like.
Oh, you need the Donnie at least. Yeah,
it's so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. Unique. You like. Yeah, you should not get any of the others, but you absolutely should get Donatello. Like that's a cool thing to have. Because there's never going to be anything quite like that.
Oh, I'd 100% open it up. Like my plan, if I find it, is I'm hoping the card is good enough that I can like help you out and get you a better card, and also open yours. It's gonna be the excuse that I'm gonna use for myself 100%. It's like, oh, I'm just helping Jamar out, and like, oh, I don't want to go back in line and have to return it, so I might as well just open it. Like, it's gonna be a whole rationalization. But yeah.
I'm gonna do a shout out to one of my 4-pack figures of the year. It's not a 4-pack. I'm just making an awful.
I talking about for the next year, for this upcoming year. I thought you meant last year. I was like, we already have the Lost and Turtles.
I'll do it this way. Well, fuck it. I'll just do it this way. All right. So I have 2003 Turtles. I have these. This is a really fun situation because they popped up on what's that website called?
Target.
Yeah. And I don't think you guys understand the true power of Target for me and my situation, because these popped up, and Nate, you sent it right in the group. Mm-hmm. You sent like each figure, and I just literally forwarded to my wife. It was like, hey, these are on Target. Could you grab them? And she's like, sure, it's done. And I was like, oh, cool, because it's Target. Now, if I sent these links to her from like NECA, she's like, you don't need that.
Big Bad Toy Store.
Big Bad Toy Store. She's like, what do you don't need that. Do you really want that?
She's like, don't you already have that?
But she's like, yeah, they're all right. I got it ordered. They'll be here Wednesday. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, Mikey,
that's awesome, because I have not seen these either.
No, I haven't seen these at all.
I haven't seen them at all in the store.
Like, I've heard friend of the show, Wes, he got them, at least a couple of them at
in
Target.
Store.
In store, yeah.
And I think it's the one that's near him, like out the way, seems to like normally get these.
Oh
things.
yeah, that one's one I hit. I hit that one up on almost every hunt. It's usually pretty nice.
My old work route, that I used to hit it up twice a week, and that was my favorite one because it's tucked away enough that no one knows it's also, really there.
Well, on top of that, Google doesn't like tell you about it. Because I went to the Walmart Wadsworth for the first time looking for that CM Punk figure, and they like as I was driving up the highway, I was like, "Is that a Target?" So like I went to Google like Targets near me while I was at Walmart, and it was going to take me down to like fucking Howell Avenue or something. I'm like, that can't be it. This was only 5 minutes up the road. So then I typed in like Target Wadsworth, and it popped up. I'm like,
stop saying it now. Everyone's gonna know.
I'm like, is this shit like not? Like they just don't list it so people don't go there.
Well, he's paying extra money for that Target to not show up on Google.
Right? I'm like,
he keeps going in and be like, yeah, they closed. They closed.
All these 1%ers up there just like paying to make sure no one can find their target. What the hell?
Oh,
please run hub. What is going on? What are you doing, new camera?
I'm gonna flip it over to someone else. Yeah, the only thing that was a little disappointing is that 3 of these came in a box together. All 3 were pretty good, but my RAF was like pretty bad. the box. I don't know if you can even really pick that up, but like it's creased a little bit.
Yeah,
And like
that's gonna be one that's
smashed.
gonna need to be replaced.
If I end up finding it, I'm gonna replace it. But I'm gonna put these on my wall. I have like wall, and I have like the evolution of all the turtles on card.
There you go.
So this is like great because I have a bunch of 2003 stuff, but like most of it's all loose, and I have like a couple things. So like, I'm really excited about putting this up there. So yeah, turtles, and there's one other thing. I'm not gonna grab it. You showed it on the show a long time ago, but I have the Trae Young Ice Trae character. Remember the one?
Oh yeah, the
player?
one that he was like, I don't want after I went and found it for him, and
but my sister had me for like our Secret Santa thing, and only thing I put on here was this, a cable from my computer, and that was it because it was like a $50 spending limit. And then she was like, I got you one other thing. And I opened, I was like, she said, why are you laughing? I was like, no, I mean, it was just a long story. And so she got me that. So I have that as well, but it's all the way over there.
But you could actually have like that basketball hoop setup has different connections at the bottom, so you can put the other.
Yeah, it has like the extra pegs there. So I wanted to get like him getting dunked on by like LeBron or something like that, or it could be cool. You have someone like playing defense, and
I would love one of those hoops.
That would be so cool. Or setting that up, yeah. Are you putting it out there?
It sounds like he's putting it out there.
I have
Michael,
to imagine
are you there? Can you see us?
You can hear me,
happening?
Right?
We can't hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me. I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out, like, I can't pull it up in the settings, so I'm gonna have to mess with something real quick.
Hey, at least you weren't on camera at the time, so.
Oh wait, that is right. I thought
nope,
that
it's still being weird.
Logitech.
Okay. Well, uno momento. We're gonna go back to the starting soon screen for a second while I fix this.
He's the camera.
And we're back.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Nate?
You're back for me.
Yeah. So
okay. There he goes.
Sounds like a Jamar problem.
Well, you
it was
definitely
your.
I look a little green.
Well, you just had I just saw a green box for a second. But what matters there? You're not on camera anymore.
I am on camera.
Yeah. No one. Oh well, I'm saying no one cares.
No one cares
about you.
I wanted to show this off because I actually ordered it, I think, while we were doing a show, and I got my grape
Yes!
soda.
Oh my god, those are amazing.
Yeah, Ripper.
I forgot what it was for.
Yeah, it's for my GI Joes, for my Dreadnoks, and Ripper already has one in his hand. It works perfectly, and yeah, the crate is awesome. The bottles are great. It says grape.
Fuck. I kind of want to order some of those now. That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, these were great. I was very happy with them. It took forever, but I got them, and it came with a little piece of candy and a sticker.
Oh.
So
yeah,
I'll keep it. Yeah, no, I did not.
Like you didn't trust it because it's from a stranger,
kind of
or
drug side effects?
No, it was from. I don't know what country it was, and it looked weird, so I just was like, I'll give it to my kid and let him try it. And
it's the opposite. Nate. You're supposed to protect the children.
Sacrifices have been made
until they reach a certain age, and then you throw them.
Yeah, so I'll keep it on the GI Joe tip for here a second. So I think I've only got one. I don't have everything from before Christmas because I also got pounded by Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh my god!
I don't have everything here, but I will show off because I went up to Neotech a couple weeks ago, and I sold. I didn't want to take back I got an extra shadow tracker, and I did decide to part with my wolf spider, so I didn't show that off. That was like two things I didn't even show. But I sold them. Somebody bought them, and I took the money immediately, and I bought the snow serpent, the Cobra snow serpent, because I hadn't been able to find it yet. And this thing is so rad. I mean,
damn, that's cool.
I
love
this thing. Yeah, the cape. is the Wolves
Ooh,
thing.
I like
the
his missiles and shit.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
Yeah. And so, yeah, he's even got the wolf's head that he can wear over top, which is awesome. But that is fully removable. So, like, if you're like, you know me, I love new and shiny and different stuff. So, like, I like making them look different. But if you wanted to, you can make them look really vintagey. You can pull off the cape and stuff. And you can even pull off the goggles. And he's just like a regular snow serpent then.
Oh, yeah, he's got goggles under his goggles. That's confusing.
Yeah. So, and then he's got these little snowshoes that he's wearing. He does come with a like a snowboard, but it's upstairs. But yeah, I love this guy. He's great.
I'm kind of disappointed he doesn't have those tennis rackets for his snowshoes.
Yeah, I think that they went with the more modern version.
I would have bought it if it had the tennis rackets. I'm not gonna lie, because that would have been amusing enough. It's already a cool figure.
The vintage one did. So yeah, but yeah, I think he's awesome, and he was a super deluxe. So he was $35, but like this is one of those ones where I don't mind spending the extra.
Yeah, you got a shit ton of stuff with him.
Yeah, he comes with so much stuff, and he can wear most of it, with the exception of the snowboard. You either pick the snowshoes or the snowboard, but I mean, you could still put the snowboard with him somewhere, and then unless you don't want the cape and stuff on him. But I just think that makes him look awesome, and kind of ties him in with like the mid 2000s version of him. So that's an awesome.
Does the snowboard like attach to his backpack at all? Because I know they're big on like having like everything be able to attach to the figure.
Yeah, because this is like somebody else's backpack, because this is Bazooka's backpack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that there's a way to do it. At least I haven't really looked, so I don't think so. But yeah, but it's cool. I like it. And then, as you saw in the toy hunt videos, I picked up a few new McFarlane figures,
which is baffling to me. Like this kick you're on, I'm just like, where did this come from?
Well, I wanted these. As much as I do not like this movie, I want to support this, and I think they did the right thing by starting at the bottom. And that is with these Batman and Robin figures that I picked up. I need a car. Chicks dig the car. This is why Superman works alone. But yeah, I mean, the likenesses are good, especially for McFarlane. I mean, that's George Clooney, 100%. Yeah. You can even check out the butt on it.
And the nipples.
Exactly. Yeah, the nipples are there. The Robin is awesome. So the other thing I'm doing, like I'm having some fun with playing around with these McFarlane figures because, you know, the articulation is good. It's one of those things where you got to mess with it a lot. It doesn't move like a Hasbro figure does.
It looks like a normal
figure. And I'm not
figure.
Saying it doesn't, and you really got to mess with it. There are limitations, and there are things about them I don't like, but they've been fun. I don't have these like posed where I want them yet. I'm still playing around with them, but he's got his little ice effects on him. But I was messing the other night with the Flash, Affleck Batman, and Keaton Batman, and I got those into some really cool poses that I was happy with. But yeah, there's Batman and Robin. Here's Poison Ivy, which I think is just excellent looking. Cool. I mean, this is
greens and that red hair, like just pop.
Yeah, and it looks just like her. It's a really good likeness. I mean, again, terrible movie, really weird performance that I guess is good if within the context of the movie, but it's still bizarre. But it's a great looking figure, and what can I say? And then I've got the final of the wave, which is Batgirl, which does look great. It really does show off the design of the costume. They were really, the costumes were really, really detailed, even though you don't get to see them as much in the movie and stuff. Especially like Robin has these cool like wing things on his knees, which are awesome. But you do have then the Build-A-Figure. Everybody, be cool.
God, I want it so bad.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say, you know, I do hope they come out with a gold label version for you with a little more detail. Like the paint apps are non-existent.
Yeah, it's just a giant silver piece of plastic.
Yeah. The other thing I don't like, I think his feet are too big.
I feel like he had those big honking feet though.
He probably did, and I probably won't watch the movie again to look at it and see. My only like major complaint though, like with anything, you know, the regular figures all come with stands but there's no stand for the Build-A-Figure.
If you need a stand, I think I have some still left over from the figures I used
I mean,
to have.
I would take them, especially if they like say DC on them, because
Yeah,
I would like
yeah.
some of
I
the
have
figures to say them.
because I used to have a bunch of those McFarlane figures when we first started this channel, and I got rid of a bunch, and I still have a couple stands that I forgot to get rid of.
Okay,
so.
Cool. And then I got, what do I want to show next? I will show off this. I got one of the newer Masters of the Universe Masterverse. This is the new Eternia Trapjaw, which is really cool looking. The only thing about this is, with this being a new Eternia figure, it really isn't that different. Like, a lot of the new Eternia stuff is like, it's a shocking new take on it or whatever, and then you can like have extra parts to make it look like the original or add new stuff. So other than his gun being a little more detailed and articulated, and then the attachments, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. I will say it's kind of cool when you like take down his jaw.
Ooh.
He's got his mouth, his open cut off mouth. So it's pretty ghastly looking, which I do like. So, but it's a really good figure. And then the only other Trapjaw they've had in the Masterverse line has been the Revelations version. So this is definitely different. And then maybe my favorite Marvel Legend in a long time, which it really isn't a Marvel Legend per se, even though it's released as a Marvel Legend. But I got Crystar.
Ooh, he's cool looking.
He is awesome. So the reason I say it's not really a Marvel Legend, Crystar is based on an old toy property that was a comic book for Marvel Comics back in the day, and I loved it. So I thought it was awesome. And this is their homage to that, which is almost perfect. This is going to be one of those figures that goes in a display with other really cool modern versions of characters I had as a kid, because I doubt they're ever going to do any more, and he doesn't really fit on a Marvel Legends team. So, but then I also got, I think this was before Christmas. Yeah, it was. This was one of the Big Bad Toy Store shipments. I got the Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 5 points super set here.
Oh, from Mezco.
So, yep, the Mezco 5 points. So I got the Godzilla here, which is awesome.
Damn, that
I got
blast
him using
effect,
his
though.
blast. Yep. He's also got this head.
That lip, though.
Yeah, it's appropriately goofy looking. But yeah, you can swap them out, and then he's got the thing. There is atomic breath. He's got this cool stand, which they're expensive for what they are, but I really do like them. The 5 point sets, I've liked them all.
That's good.
Yeah, and then we've got King Caesar here, which is just a ridiculous character, and it's awesome. Here he is with his blast effect coming out of his
One
eye.
beam.
Yep, with his ears up, and then you've got the other version with his ears down. So obviously I went for using the effects in them. Speaking of, then, we've got the piece de resistance, I believe, of the set, and a true, warrior here. We've got Mechagodzilla. He's got eye beams, the chest beams, the finger missiles. So yeah, he's letting it all out. It's cool. He's got swappable hands. He's got a little cover that you can put in on his chest if you want to have him just be regular. Otherwise, this effects piece comes out. And then he also has a non-effect piece other head.
I feel like you have to go with the effect piece head, though. Like, that looks fucking dope.
It's awesome. So this is what kind of puts these are way better than the reaction stuff in this sense, because you get all this cool stuff to go with it. So
hell, if it wasn't for the detail of them, I'd say it's bigger than the Ultimates, because I don't think the Ultimate Mechagodzilla came with any effects, did it?
It did not. It came with 4 flight effects, but I'm never going to put him in flight mode.
Yeah.
Which I'll have to show him off, because I did finally open him, and he is really cool, though.
God, I'm so bad. I'm still really so mad I missed out on using my points on Sideshow for him.
Yeah, I can understand that. So the last couple things that I'm going to show for this week are some very quick well, not very quick, but some non-toy items. Where did I put the one? Oh, this one I just wanted to shout out. It came out this week, and it's really cool. This is actually the first thing I've actually experienced in this, but I picked up the new Cobra Commander comic from Skybound. So just recently, both G.I. Joe and Transformers moved over to Image/Skybound, which is run by Robert Kirkman. And they launched what is called the EU, which is the Energon universe. So Transformers, G.I. Joe are connected. So far, Transformers number 1, 2, 3, and 4, I think, are out. G.I. Joe, I think 1 and 2, and Duke number 1. But this is the first one I've actually read, which is Cobra Commander, and it was excellent. And it went in a direction I was not expecting, which I'm totally okay with because, one, the Larry Hama written G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero is still going on if you want that classic feel. But if you want something weird and goofy, not necessarily goofy, but weird, this was some good stuff. This was cool. So this would be something fun even for you, Michael, who's kind of skirting around G.I. Joe, to have a little bit of fun with. So I wanted to point that out. But something a little more classic that I received it right after Christmas, which was awesome. But this was a Kickstarter. Is I got the G.I. Joe, the Art of G.I. Joe Omnibus collection. And I want you to see how big this box is. This is the outer box that it came in. And it has a magnet, release here. And you open it up. And the book is actually inside. It's now just the dust jacket because I have the book out. But the box has like...
Oh, it looks like one of those old, like...
figures. Yep.
Like, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then this is the dust jacket, which you could actually, if you wanted to, you could actually like frame this as a poster. And that or on the inside, you have the logo or no writing. So this thing is so massive. I'm not even joking. Then, because of backing it the way I did, I got a portfolio of prints that came in this awesome folder here that is using the art from the 1986 product catalog, which if you ever want a funny story, come up to me if you ever get a chance and ask me about the 1986 product guide for G.I. Joe, and I'll tell you something about it. But then there's, I think, 18 prints in here.
Damn.
Based on, so down here at the bottom, it shows you all the different ones that are in here. I'm not going to pull them all out, but some of these I actually probably will get framed and put up around the G.I. Joe display, especially ones like this that were product catalog covers and stuff like that are kind of all encompassing of the brand. Here, I'll pull out a couple of my favorites though while we're looking. So yeah, like that one's incredible.
That is so cool.
Then you got Storm Shadow.
Awesome.
These are all good, but the original Snake Eyes and these masterpieces. So like one of the original images, that comic cover style that was done for the collector case, one of the very first retail posters ever available, Stars and Stripes Forever. Or is this one Stars and Stripes Forever? I forget. But either way, awesome. But then the book itself is just a monster.
That's what you got.
It's a monster. So it is a good 25 pounds.
Jesus.
So it's, I mean, you get to see how big it is here. I mean, let me just open it to
Holy
like a
God.
random page. So like this has every single piece of artwork done for the toy line. It also includes like books on tape, records, merchandise and licensing at the time. Every single file card is printed in here. Just super oversized, amazing art. I have to read this at my kitchen table because otherwise, like,
it'll collapse your desk.
I can't hold it up. I can't read it in bed. I would.
Right.
It would kill me.
Bam! Just a very abrupt concussed wake up call.
I sit at the table and I have this giant, tome in front of me, and I have a cup of water like Gandalf when he's researching about the ring. It's been a good time, and I've learned a lot. And to teach me about G.I. Joe is pretty incredible, and I feel like it's totally worth it. So this book was, I forgot, I don't even, like, I was opening it, and my wife was just like, how much did this cost? And I was like, couldn't tell you. I was like, this was 3 years ago. I have no idea. That's the beauty of Kickstarter, because when it shows up, you're just like, oh yeah, I spent a ton of money on this at some point.
Yeah, I remember that with the IDW Ninja Turtle tabletop game. They did that, and I like backed it, and I completely forgot about it. And like 4 years later, it showed up. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot. I have.
Do you still have that?
No, because guess what happened? It took so long that I moved to another state and had no one to play it with.
Yeah, I get it. I have the He-Man game. I haven't played it yet, and I know people. So.
Yeah. Had I known at the time that I'd eventually be back in Ohio, probably would have kept it. But at the time I was like, this is really cool. And I opened it and I admired it and was like, maybe I'll hold on for a little bit. And I held on it for about a year, and I was like, yeah, I haven't made any friends out here. I'm not gonna do anything with this. I might as well let someone else enjoy it.
It would have been a cool way to bring in people,
Yeah, but I'm very antisocial as it is, so
that's fair.
But that's it for this week. I got a few other things I'll probably show off in the next few weeks that just kind of showed up. But
cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's get through some of the chat real quick, and then we'll close everything out. So let's scroll up here. Boogeyman 13, his camera is just over it. 2024 Modern Toy Fair is off to a great start. It really is. It's been a rough couple weeks. Mr. EO Jamar froze, which I did fix. Let's go Captain Carrot. Spoilers for next week.
Yes.
Boogeyman. Everyone loves the figures of the movie that no one likes.
Yep.
Mr. EO. All right, everyone, chill. Boogeyman 13. That Godzilla set is awesome.
It is very cool.
If they start doing the Heisei series or anything newer, I may take the plunge. Mr. EO, Transformers Skybound is pretty good. Trippin' Ninja.
I've heard nothing but good things, so I'm really excited to actually get in on something like that with Transformers from at the ground level, because I wasn't like IDW was too far into it for me.
That's fair.
And same with G.I. Joe, even with the IDW stuff, like. I'm actually kind of glad that this is as weird and off the wall as it is, because I kind of really lost interest in what IDW was doing on their side, not the Larry Hama book. But so.
All right. Trippin' Ninja, I got caught up on Energon Universe last weekend, digging it so far. Mr. EO, damn, that's a huge bitch. Mr. EO, oh my god, that's amazing though. I need that for TMNT. That huge too. Mr. EO, 4 issues are out now. I'm assuming that's in reference to the Energon.
Yeah, I think Transformers. Yeah, because I think there's 4 issues of Transformers out now. The other cool thing, because like at the time of backing the book, I don't think this was known. But by the time it came out, this was officially licensed by Hasbro.
Ooh.
So they were able to do things with it that normally I don't think they would have been able to do, which is really cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wonder, like, who approached you in that situation if they saw.
Yeah, because I mean, I know the author. I know at least one of the guys that put it together, and going from to Joe Cons and stuff, because he started out just doing like 3D Joes. That was his website, 3djoes.com, and he originally was selling posters of all the figures, and like the whole concept of the website was to like you could actually like look at a figure from 360 degrees and actually look at everything. And then they started doing the posters, and then they did a series of books of the collecting the art in these smaller like paperback style, and I had all of those. And then this came up, and that's why I'm thinking it really wasn't that much, because I was like, oh, I guess I'll just go ahead and get the omnibus too, because it'll have some new material, not knowing that it was going to be like this nice and this well put together. So
yeah, it's pretty awesome. Like it's cool seeing like that kind of stuff get made. especially when they can get like licensed, so they can really make it like the ultimate kind of experience.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. Well, if nobody has anything else, we will close it out and call it a night.
First one at 24.
First one at 24, and it was
in the book.
Pretty big, over an hour.
I mean, I've seen people say that they got Crystar before 2024, but I'm just saying it right now. I can put them on my end of my year list if I want to.
That's true.
Who's going to stop me?
Listen, we've already established we're going to come up with some definitive rules, so that way there's no more boo-boo butthurt bullshit next year. Or this year.
Boo-boo bum hole bullshit is what's fun.
What rules? It's just
we haven't established that yet. We're establish
what you want to do, so it's okay, Michael. Whatever you want, man.
God, they all are crybabies.
We're just here.
You know, it's funny. I just said I don't want kids, and now I have 2 of them.
Whatever.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, we appreciate everybody who came out to chat with us and hang out and watch the live stream, and we appreciate anyone who's watching it after the fact as well. We're going to be back on our normal schedule every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on, you know, nothing happens here and there. But yeah, so hopefully we'll see you guys next week for sure. But if you enjoyed this live stream and you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out, gets you a bunch of toy-related content in your feed. We've got reviews, how to post videos, weekly live stream, weekly podcasts, and weekly toy hunts. All on the channel. Check them out. Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. If you're already a fan of the channel and you'd like to help support us, you can head over to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair. Bunch of different tiers of different rewards. Everything from being able to get input on the episodes on the channel, getting videos early, and even getting prints of the photos I took. So check that out, link in the description below. We greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to get some different merch with all of our inside jokes and logos on it, you can go over to tpublic.com/Modern Toy Fair. Link in the description below for that as well. They do run sales usually once a month. Like I think it's at the end of the month. So if you want to wait and get a discount, shop smart. You can check Jamar out over on TikTok at Jamar_games. Nate, what you got for us?
Nice to see you. Just real quick, I want to point out in the package for this, when you like open the different pieces, the Mr. Freeze shoulder things are packaged like this is supposed to be the front, and it's not. It's this is the front.
The titties are on the front.
No.
No, he's talking
these
about
come
just
with
the
the
shoulder.
head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these come with the head, so you add them on, but they're packaged in the package like this with these forward. And the directions kind of make it look that way, but it's not. It's actually you want to turn them around when you connect them.
Good.
So, yeah, because everybody was getting it wrong. I saw it all over groups, so I'm not going to pretend like I knew that because I didn't. I just saw enough people like yelling about it that when I got it, I was like, oh yeah, they're right. It is packaged wrong.
Fucking Todd. Well, hopefully see you guys next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.
Winter has come at
It's
last.
pretty good.
It's really not bad. For McFarlane, it is really, really cool.
Yeah.